The work of Irish filmmaker George Morrison has been celebrated in Dublin tonight. George Morrison, who recently celebrated his 90th birthday, has made 23 films, the most famous of which is Mise Éire.
Using archive film and a stirring soundtrack written by Sean O'Riordan, Mise Éire tells the story of the 1916 Rising. It's George Morrison's most famous film, but just one of many in a long career. Saoirse, which was also scored by O'Riordan, tells the story of a more divisive period in Irish history, the Civil War.
Saoirse is just as good as Mise Éire, but awaits discovery yet. But one day it'll come into its own fully.
At tonight's celebration in the Lighthouse Cinema, the respect and affection for George Morrison was evident.
Even though it's supposed to be documentary, it's kind of, there's a great narrative in Mise Éire, you know. He also forced Sean O'Riordan to write the greatest score ever that anybody's ever done on an Irish movie, and even for that alone, it's worth it.
He's an extremely innovative filmmaker, and a lot of the techniques that he pioneered are subsequently used standard, especially in documentary filmmaking and so forth. So, you know, it's a real thrill for us all to be here this evening.
George Morrison is a documentary filmmaker and has been encouraged to see documentaries come back into popularity.
Genuine documentaries are as live as ever. We don't get enough to look at.
In George Morrison's 91st year, his work seems to be as relevant as when it was made, and it was said tonight that he is currently working on a new project. Colman O'Sullivan, RTE News.